Okay, so hello everybody. Welcome to my English YouTube channel. Yes, you can. And today we're gonna have an amazing English speaking session with our special guest. His name is Rafael, and Rafael is from São Paulo, the same country as mine, which is Brazil. So hello, Rafael. Welcome to this English speaking session again.
Hello, everybody. I am Rafael. I live in Guarujá, São Paulo, and I colleague with Alexander, in this session.
Okay, thank you so much for being here. And today I have been thinking about how can we discover more vocabulary, how can we improve our English speaking skills. And to do it, there's no better way than effectively speaking. So to learn English, to make our brain focus more on the words that we are looking for before we say it, we must to have more practice. It's like ride a bicycle, do you remember when you were just a child and you have maybe you receive a bicycle, you receive a gift from your parents for your family, and you get your first bicycle, and you have no idea how to ride it, how to run with your bicycle. But day by day, after you first attempt, second attempt, and things like that, you get used to. And today you are able to ride a bicycle, even sometimes ride a motorcycle or things like that. But everything every step started when you was a child without know anything about it. And that is exactly what English is. English has the same theory for behind the scenes. So to get better English, to get better speaking skills, to improve your accent, you must train it. Okay, so that is exactly what we're gonna do today. So what is our main purpose here with this English YouTube channel? Yesterday we talked some things here with another friends, and the topic is the same, which means to learn English, how can you do it? We must study hard. There is no magic way to learn English, but the best way and the easiest way to I should say put on that way, put on that field, the easiest way is by studying. So English takes time, but it's totally possible, and we're gonna have some great outcomes, great results about that. But we must study day by day, and that's why we are here. Introduction. This is our English speaking meeting, and here we just speaking English, so it will be only in English. We are trying to do not use our own language, our own idiom, but be open mind, because here's a place to develop your English. Everyone make mistakes. Everyone have some freezy time. Sometimes we freeze because we do not remember the words that we are trying to say. Even in my case, I say it by myself because sometimes I think in a little bit about it, and that is exactly what we are here to do it, to eliminate this freezing time out of our English. And that's when we do it, when we say that I do not freeze during my speaking skills, that means that I'm fluent. Fluent is exactly like that. You do not freeze during your English speaking session. So the last tips is all our English meeting will be recorded, and that's why I have this English YouTube channel, because here I'm gonna put some English meeting that we had with our friends. So without further ado, let's jump into our English main goal here. We believe that there is no need to learn many languages all over the world. It would be awesome, of course, if you learn English, Spanish, Chinese, and Francis and French, or things like that. But English is one that it's more international language. It's like more international language. So if you learn English, if you know how to express yourself, you'll be great wherever you go. And there are some tips. How can you learn English? Immerse yourself, surround yourself with the language, doing exactly what we are doing here, and watch movies, TV shows, listen to music podcasts in English. And one of the, I believe that it's more difficult for everyone, read books, articles, and news in English. That is very important, guys. Reading books, it will be almost the majority of time that you are going to improve your English. Follow us at our social medias, Facebook, which is called the Practicing by Conversation, and Yes You Can channel. Now we're gonna start it. Rafael, let's jump into our English speaking session. Neighbors. Today we're gonna talk about our neighbors. Let's change the topic because yesterday we talking about so many other topics about jobs, works, and climate change. But today we're gonna talk about our neighbors. So first question that I would like to ask you is, do you know the people who live next door to you? Which means, do you know something about your neighbor, or you are a kind of person which have no contact with your neighbors, with your the person who live close to you? Would like to explain this? Do you have any contact with your neighbors?
I don't see no. They means uh, rebels.
Yeah,
What?
neighbor. Let me try explain. Neighbor is a person. For instance, you live an apartment or you live on a house.
Okay. I know. I live in a house. I don't
Okay.
have people in my uh, outside my door. But I have people
Besides
inside
our house.
inside the house.
Yes,
Uh,
that is exactly what this question means. So, if you know some neighbors, they usually they said, "Do you know the people who live next to your door?" Because there are a lot of people in today's world that live in
okay,
apartments, that live in buildings which have so many houses. But some years ago, it were more common. It was more common to live in houses which you have backyard in front and behind your house.
okay.
You have some neighbors on the right side and the left side, and in front of you another side of the street.
I know people's inside, in right, in left, and back, in bottom. Uh, I know all people's in my street because I born here. Uh, in, in Brazil, it's a very common know and talk and conversation with your neighbor. It's that is
Okay, it's normal to for us here in Brazil. It's part of our culture to spend time with our neighbors, to have fun with them. Sometimes when I was a child, I
yeah.
remember some years ago, I spent my whole day on the streets, on the my neighbor's house, and I play with their children. I have so many friends at that time as well. Today, honestly, I have no, we have no much contact as we used to do. We used to have at that time. We used to have, but I know as well. I know my neighbors from the left and the right, and that's very common for us. So that's nice. So, how many years do you are you living there? How many years do you have been living there?
I live in there for I
How
was
long you have lived? The right question, to be honest, it to be something like, how long you have been living there?
more uh, very long. Uh,
You told me that you born at this at the same
yeah,
city.
I
Ah, okay,
born in other street, but my street is a
close.
part. It's uh, I can't, vocabulary is
Your street
lost.
is one. I should say that one block aside. It's
Yeah,
called
yeah. It's
block.
come.
It's
Uh, the
it's closer. It's closer. It's not so long. It's not
it
so far from the last
is
house
not
that you live.
long. It's not far. It's
The same neighbor.
next. It's I know everybody. I know everybody in my in
Okay,
my
your
my
neighbor.
my street, my neighbor.
Nice, nice. Do you know that that is exactly, Rafael, what's happened when we are practicing English here? You just learn a new vocabulary now. You just remember, you just learn neighbors. Neighbors is people who live closer to us, sometimes beside our house, sometimes in front of the street, and
Yeah,
that is neighbor. So we learn, and now I know that you're gonna remember this vocabulary, and that is the magic when we are practicing our English speaking skills, because I believe that practicing can bring much more vocabulary than just reading or just watching. So when we put ourselves into this situation, and the challenging situation like that, we if we make our brain forces, we make our brain do the right efforts to put out, to make our mouths form the words of the form the tongues of the words, you know. So the next question: how often do you see each other? You already answered that question. You already answered because you told me that you know everyone and you spend much time with your neighbors. And I believe that is the answer to be the same as the first question, isn't it?
every day. Every day I see each other nervous because my street is my community is very uh, pros help me is very
Close. Your communication is very
close.
closer to
Is
them.
yeah
Yeah.
close.
You have a warm communication, a close communication, a close contact with them.
Yeah,
Closer.
close.
Yeah. You are very, I should say that you are a close friends. You're a close friends, close. I should not say friends because friends is more, it's a word which is
Yeah.
brings so many confidence, but I should say that you have a closer contact with them.
For example, my mom is say every day with my neighbors. My my mom is uh, practice sports with my neighbor, with my with colleagues, with friends. That's all.
Yeah, I got it. I got you. When you say that you understand, let me give you a new vocabulary. I don't know if you know it, but when you understand, for instance, you just answered the question to me, and I would like to say I think which would be more, which would seems to be uh, more relaxed word. I would like to answer you, saying that I understand you. And unless I say understand you, I said I got you, which means I understood, you know. So that's why I say, okay, I got you. You told about your mom. Your mom makes some exercise, practice some sports with some friends, some closer friends for you, and that means that I got you, which means I understand you. Okay, thank you for sharing that.
Okay.
And the next, it will be what kind of relationship do you have? I believe that you just said your mom is closer for your
Yeah.
friend, for your neighbor. She play some games with them, some sports. And the next is, let me see, how can neighbors be helpful? Ah, now that is very good. How can our neighbors can be helpful for us in some situations? Because there are a lot of people who lives in, it's like a farm, it's like a little farm, you know. In Brazil, there's a lot of other name. I don't know exactly the name, but in Portuguese, it'd be like chácara or sítio, but in the American, they usually say that a farm. They live in some farms, which means there will be no one closer to them. They will have no neighbors because they live in a place which is far from any city. It's a little bit far from any city. So, but sometimes they miss to have neighbors because neighbors can be helpful sometimes. And I'd like to know about you. In which ways our neighbors could be helpful for us?
Uh, in the most important I was helping for uh, three 20 years old. 20, 20 years
20
uh,
years ago?
ago. Yeah, yeah, ago. For I have uh, I don't say I don't say I don't say talking this, but I say with my words. I have a cancer, and my neighbors is very happy. My family in the period. It's and I
In
don't
that time, at that time.
is at that time.
Well, but who has a cancer? You?
Yeah, yeah.
Really, man?
Uh, two 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
20 years ago means since 20 years. It passed 20 years. So you're talking about 20 years in the past. So you
yeah.
can say 20 years ago, 20 years atrás, 20 years ago.
It's 2007. 2007.
Ah, okay. 2007.
2007. Yeah.
Okay. And now it's everything okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Ah, thank you. Oh,
I don't
that's
have
very
a
important.
cancer today.
Yes, don't have a cancer anymore. That's it.
Uh,
And that's very important to know, man. Yes, I got some examples, some things not like a cancer, of course, but I already had so many examples. When I was a child, when I was just a child,
yeah.
my parents, unfortunately, they got divorced at that time. They got divorced because we have a difficult family. My mother and my father, they can't live it together anymore because they were fighting each other. They had so many problems with each other, so they decided to got divorced. And it was quite difficult because I was just 7 years old, 6 years old. I don't remember exactly how many years I had at the time. I was at the time, but it was quite hard. And my mother at that time didn't had any job until this day. My mother just was a household, it was a housewife, which means my mother just worked at home. She just cleaned the home, and my father went out to job, went out to work to take money to our home. So my father it had that papel. I should say that I forgot. Even sometimes we forgot the name, but there's a whole. Yes, my father has the role which he was in charge to bring money to our home, and that means he was the only one who had a job at that time, and he was our a person who provided everything that we need. But unfortunately, they got divorced, and if they got divorced, my mom has no money enough at that time to help his child. So my mommy stayed with me and my brothers, and my brothers and I start to have some difficult time. But our neighbors at that time, I remember that our neighbors was very useful, very helpful for us. They always was available for wherever we need, and I'm so grateful for them at that time to help. They helped me to be the person that I am today. I could be here and name it so many persons, so many people who helped me at that time, but it will be a long list. It will be a long list because there were so many people that helped me and my family and I at that time, and I'm so grateful for that. So neighbors can be, yeah, indeed, neighbors can be helpful for us, and we can be helpful for them as well. That is the key to succeed in our neighborhood. And let's jump
I have
to
a
the next.
question. I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
You live in city where you born?
Honestly, no. I'm living besides in a city which is closer to my home city, my hometown. But honestly, I was born in Curitiba City, which is the capital
Okay.
of the state of Paraná. But I moved it right now. I'm living in a city which is called Araucaria, which is it's
Okay.
not yes, it's not so far. It's 25 kilometers from Curitiba, 25 kilometers away from Curitiba City.
Okay.
And yeah, but it's
You
a beautiful city as well.
you have contact for these neighbors.
Yeah,
In,
not so much as not so much as I should, as I wanted, but because when you get married, when you have your family, your children, maybe things get more busy and things change it, man. But I have a lot of respect for them. I have a lot of I'm feeling that I owing them so many things. So if they ask me, if they call me, of course I'm gonna do my best to help them as well as they helped me at that time. And yeah, I had a lot of respect for them. But unfortunately, our contact is limited right now because the distance, because the job, because the family, and everything which have been going on other lives. But yes, I have so many respect for them, and I believe that they remember me as I remember them.
great.
And now, what kind of problems can people have with their neighbors in a big city?
Yeah, the sound, the sound, tail sound. It's
Yes, it's not stereo song. It's more loud than song. It's they put
louder.
they music. They put sometimes they put some louder music, and then start make so
Yeah,
many noisy and things like that.
it's very very difficult in the relation. Sorry,
Yeah.
I close my window
Okay.
for rain. No,
Hello, Rajesh. How have you been, Rajesh? Welcome to this English speaking session, Rajesh.
Hi Alex, how are you?
I'm pretty good, man. We miss you so much. I'm so
I
glad that you made it.
I miss you too, my dear friend. Actually, many days later, I'm going to talk with you. I'm talking with you. That's why I'm feeling so good, and I'm feeling so sad as well as because last 1 month and the last 1 month and the eighth speaking session, I cannot join, and I badly miss it because actually I told you that I was so busy with my official works and my last 20 October to 24 October, we spent our we joined our big festival Durga Puja, and after finishing the festival, then I joined my office and I do a lot of works, and it's a very ridiculous things that every Saturday and Sunday I do engage my officer. I do engage my official work, and that's why I cannot uh, join properly with you.
No
And
problem.
fortunately, I cannot join with you. Last day I was busy with my official meeting, official tour, and today I have backed in my city and my office, and that's why I have a get chance to talk with you and of course join with you in this speaking session. And I'm extremely sorry for that. Last 8 English speaking session I cannot join. So how are you and how is going on your day?
Oh man, first of all, I'd like to say that don't worry about it. I know exactly what things sometimes happen with us because we are just human beings, so we have so many things to take care of, our jobs, our studies. I have the same problem sometimes as well. I'm studying, I'm working, and I today I'm working longer. I should say so far from my house. Sometimes I take 1 hour, 1 hour and a half to get home every day, and I know exactly what you are passing through. And but the best thing of all is that you are here, you made it, and you are back, and everything is going to be. I believe that it's going how go I should say how good. We are just practicing here with Rafael. I don't know if you already had opportunity to speak with Rafael. Rafael is a new member of our English speaking club. And Rajesh is from Bangladesh, Rafael. He is one of our first partners, our primary partners here. And I'm so happy to have you here, Rajesh. And would you like to introduce yourself for Rafael?
hi Arthur. Nice to meet you, man. I am a front-end developer. I live in Brazil. Uh, we- I I work in technology environment. Today, I stay in the session for talk with you.
Thank you, my dear friend. My name is Rajesh. I live in Bangladesh. I am. I have completed my graduation from accounting subject, and after finish my subject, I joined a national internet service provider company, and I am the general manager of this branch. And my uh, after completed my study, I tried a lot of government service, but I cannot get any government service. But that's why I'm not frustrated about it because our country in Bangladesh a lot of opportunity to do something and to make good future. And then my friend. My friend informed me that Nationwide company is offering a good person for their company, their zone. And then I applied for the job and I get the job, and I am doing very good in my work in my office. And my responsibility to make the market good policy and extend the market and try to communicate the whole peoples who are connected the internet, internet business and the internet related works. And my responsibility is to make communication with them and make extend our company market. Right now, I am uh, right now I am practicing the English because English is my favorite subject, and I want to speak good English, and that's why my dear friend Alex always help to me how to speak good English, and that's why every Saturday and Sunday uh, we can uh, we can start a English practice session, and we are getting good benefit from this English speaking session. Thank you. Nice to meeting with you, and thank you, Alex, as well as.
Thank you, man. Thank you both for being here with me. I know that how busy sometimes we have been, but we are made the right efforts. When we are here, that means that we are sacrificing our time, sacrificing our fun time to learn a new thing, to learn something new, to improve some skills that we already have. And then that is exactly what we are doing here. We are here to improve some skills that we already have because it's almost impossible to improve something that we didn't have in yet. And so if we are here, if you both are here with me, and if you had the ability to understand, to got everything that I'm saying here, that means you have the English skills. You just needed to improve it. And that is exactly why we are here to try. Okay. And let's jump into the next topic here. I was talking about neighborhood with Rafael, but today I'd like to talk about this topic, mobile phone. And I believe that it's a quite universal topic. So everyone today has one smartphone or mobile phone. But I'd like to know about you, Rajesh. First question, mobile phones. Do you have a mobile phone?
Yes, Alex. I have a mobile phone. I have a smartphone as well as I have been using the mobile phone uh, in 2004. 2004, I have been using the mobile phone, and still now. Actually, mobile phone is a very important thing. It's a part of our life. We cannot think anything. No, we cannot think anything without the mobile phone. Every day in our sphere of life, we have need the mobile phone. And present time, it's very badly needed the mobile phone because of my. I told you that I'm working internet-based company, and that's why I have to engage in my mobile phone the customer-related works and customer benefits and customer facilities, customer update. I have to send any mail to my boss, and of course the system engineers, their problems, their any issues, and it's badly needed in our present time the mobile phone. uh, actually, and I think not only me, the every person really needed the mobile phone, and I think that no one can think without the mobile phone. So barely needed. It's like food, the food and clothes. Like a person one day can live without the food, but a person cannot live without the mobile phone. He have must to
Yes.
communicate with the friends and family and their uh, business and their office, etc., etc. But a person can a person if he try, I I could not eat 12 or 14 hours, 24 hours. It's possible. It's a hardship, but it's possible. But a person cannot stay at least 1 hour, 2 hour without the mobile phone.
Yeah,
It's a very
man.
things and
That's
very
my
useful.
case.
Yes. I cannot think my mobile phone, and I could not do my any relax time as well as if I whenever I go to any relax time in my bed in my tour, but I cannot. I just switch on my mobile phone because my customers, my colleagues, my office, my support team always communicated the mobile in my mobile, and that's it. And I have to update it them. It's very important things for me. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, indeed. That is my case. Unfortunately, I cannot live just 1 hour without my mobile phone. Honestly, I should be honestly, I do not came here to lie to you. So it's quite difficult to live without my mobile phone. Yeah, as you can see, my mobile phone is here with me. It's right side of my laptop here. And always I check it just to see if there are any messages, if there are any emails, because I can see my professional emails and my personal emails as well, my WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube channel, which I manage it to throughout my mobile phone and things like that. And how about you, Rafael? Tell me a little bit
Uh,
about, do you have a mobile phone?
you are addicted in mobile phone
That's good use of
because
this word. Yes, I'm addicted. I should say that there's 95% of the population
yeah,
is more
yeah,
addicted.
because your vida, our life is in your mobile phone.
Yeah, bank
Raja
accounts.
Raja say about this, but I say more. The bank, the social medias, the colleagues, the family contacts, the all is on mobile phone.
Yeah, all the
This
things out
is
there.
a decade. Is addicted. We are addicted in mobile phones.
Yes, indeed, man. We are addicted to it because, as Rajesh said, everything today is technology. So is about technology. So we live in a digital world, as we are doing here right now. We are honestly we are almost face to face. We are not just face to face because we have a screen between us, but we can see each other. We can talk each other. We can comment and we can do everything. We are interacting each other by technological by tech internet, and that's very interesting. And the next question: at what age did you first get a mobile phone? So, Rajesh, how young you were when you got your first mobile phone?
Yes, very nice question for me. Whenever I was 16, then I purchased a phone. It's a Nokia 6030 model, and I used this mobile uh, 10 years. And I
Nice,
and I first I started with the Nokia phone, and then I purchased the Samsung iPhone, and right now I'm using the again the Samsung phone. But whenever I was 16 and 2004, and then I first purchased the Nokia phone.
Wow. What? Which model it was? You told him.
Sorry,
Where? Which model it was?
60, maybe it was a 6030.
6030. Okay, I'm gonna check it. It was a Nokia?
Nokia.
Okay, let me see if, oh, I see it. Let me try. I'd like to change my screen here just to share with you. This is where you have an idea. Just a
Yes,
second.
definitely, definitely. It's a 6030. Definitely.
Whoa, it's
It's
That's
black
it?
color.
block it.
It's a black color. It's a
Black
very,
color.
very good phone and very long-lasting phone. And I used this phone at least 10 years. Of course, the 9 years, 9 years plus.
Mhm. Nice,
I
man,
was,
nice. I had some model, some similar model like that. Here in Brazil,
I,
it was more common.
I used the black color phone. I used the black color phone.
Okay, nice, nice,
Very good performing the phone. Uh,
nice.
so
Very good. Just a second. Let me return. Let me getting back to our English speaking session here. Okay, so that's very interesting. I had so many. To be honest, I had a lot of smartphone until today. So I should say that there's older. There are a lot of older one, which was Nokia 2380. I don't know if you know it at the time, but it was a very. Let me remember it. Let me see. 2380 model. Let me see here. Yes, this one. I'd like to share again my screen with you. Let me see. Did you ever saw this model? Did you ever saw this model at Bangladesh? Let me try share here with you my screen. This model here, this blue one. Have you ever saw this cell phone at their country?
yes, 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 yes. Of course, of course. Uh, and this one, the Nokia 1100.
Yes. In this one, I got one like this
It's a
at the
very
time.
most popular mobile
Yeah.
phone in our country. But
Yeah.
it's a rare collection. Now it's the band collection in our country right now. There is not available in our country right now. But at the season, whenever 2006, 7, 8, 10, 11, it was the most common phone for the every peoples.
Yeah.
And that Nokia phone, it's a very smart and very prestigious phones for all the people in my country. But right now, the iPhone and Samsung and is the very prestigious phone, the very nice phone for the people's prestigious issues. But it's 2012, it's still the 2012. It's the Nokia phone is the prestigious phone. If anybody use the Nokia phone, then everybody just call him or her. So you are using a good phone, prestigious one. That's it.
Nice, nice. I agree with you. And Nokia, it was one of the best brand at that time. Today, I don't know if it is. I believe that is not anymore. But at that time, Nokia was one of the best brands for cell phones. But
It's
today, I
still
believe that the best one is Apple or Samsung. Samsung and Apple is both the best of the
But I'm
smart.
still now very a big fan of Samsung phone. I'm just feeling so good. The Samsung phone, their
Yes,
performance
me too.
very good. Very good. Very good performance. Camera, sound system, and the talk time.
Internet internet
Yes,
connection. Yes.
internet connection browsing. And then still now I'm using the Samsung phone. Right now I'm using the Samsung phone,
Yes,
and
me too. Me too. I have a Samsung as well.
yeah, it's
And
perfect.
how about you, Rafael? Which smartphone do you have?
Uh, I I remember my first iPhone is but I think I buy uh, Pinky is original, but I got scanned. This one is not original.
Sony. It was a Sony smartphone
No,
for
my
Sony brand.
first my no no, I buy the iPhone for Apple. Pinky is original, but I don't
Ah,
is original.
okay, okay, I
It's
got you.
in 20 years ago, 207. Uh,
Yes. Okay. 2007 again. Let me. Yes, I smart. It was an Apple phone. It was Pinky's original. That's it.
yeah,
Okay. It was an iPhone. iPhone is one of the most how can I say recommended smartphone today's world, but it's quite expensive to be honest. Here in Brazil, it's very
oh,
expensive. But unfortunately, people have more access to Android, for instance, Motorola, for instance, Samsung, and
uh,
another smartphones like this.
today,
And there's
today,
one
today,
Chinese.
no, today I don't have iPhone.
Oh,
Today
really?
I have Xiaomi.
Xiaomi,
Xiaomi is
that's it.
Chinese,
Yes, that's it.
is
So,
very, very good. I have this one for more 5 years. I don't have problems.
nice.
The great phone.
Yeah, my wife got one of this too, Xiaomi, and that is exactly what the brand that I was looking for here. Xiaomi. Xiaomi is one of the, now I should say that Xiaomi is a huge concurrent. It's a huge, there's a huge dispute by Xiaomi and Samsung and Apple because Xiaomi have been bringing so many technology for this
Uh,
field, you know,
other company Chinese is Redmi. Redmi is
Redmi.
very, very good.
Yes, yes. And now let me jump into the next question. What do you use most, or what do you most use it for? So, which means, do you spend a lot of time with your smartphone? And that is already said here. But what did you do the most with your smartphone right now? Rajesh, tell us a little bit about you. And after you, Rafael could answer the same. Rajesh.
Actually, I most of the time I engage the internet, I internet browsing, and of course our WhatsApp. Uh, Basically, it's my for my official issue and for my job issue. Most of the time I have to busy with my phone for the internet related works. Actually, my official responsibility is customer related. If any client if any client facing any trouble, if any client any problem, then I have to communicate it with him. I have to communicate with my boss, and I have to communicate with my subordinate every time. That's why most of the time I have to use my phone internet, and my site is the our official site and the customer related site, and of course the mailing system. If any customer told me that I'm facing any problem at this site, then I copying this site and send to our system engineer, and they solve this issue. And but sometimes I also work the site to make how to make this problem. But I have to use my phone two issues, just customer related any issues, and I have received a lot of calls, and every day I have to receive 100 calls every day. My two important works: customer call receive and solve their issues. That's it.
Oh, okay, that's it. That's good. And how about you, Rafael? Why did you use your smartphone the most?
It's communication. Communication is a principle for using my in my phone. Uh, Conversation with my family, conversation with my colleagues the work, conversation with my friends in the season English class. Uh, I have I using for the social media as LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the place where I found the Disney class. It's communication and social media.
Nice, man. Nice. I use the same. It's a lot LinkedIn as well. LinkedIn to me is almost like a Facebook, but turn it to the professional life, the professional career is similar to Facebook. Facebook is for social media, for friends, and LinkedIn is for companies and for employers. That's very interesting. And let me ask you here, Rajesh. Rajesh, did you have LinkedIn or Facebook?
Oh, Alex, I want to say you that I don't use any LinkedIn, and was uh, activated. I was activated my Facebook account whenever 2009, and I used this Facebook account in 2020. The last 11 years, I used the Facebook, but last 3 years, 2001, 2002, and 2023. The last 3 and 3.5 years, I have disabled my Facebook ID and my Facebook account. I don't use the Facebook ID right now, but I have an account. But I don't use it last 3 or 5 years.
I got you. I remember right now. I believe that when you just started with us here at this English station, you told me something like that. I just forgot it, but I remember it right now. And but that's it. People are trying to. How can I say? As we just said here, sometimes we turn it on to be addicted to our smartphone, to the internet, but that means that we are pay. I believe that in order to use the social media, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, that makes we addicted to this technology. And but it's very important. I should say that as we live in a technological boom, we live in the middle of social medias as well. So I believe it's quite important. At least LinkedIn is one platform that have been helping to get contact with employers, with other colleagues, and is international social media right now. I have a Facebook with chat. Honestly, I have a contact with Alice on LinkedIn and Facebook. Alice is from China, for instance, but I have her. I asked her to add me at her account, and she invited me to add her as well. And I have friends from all over the world right now by LinkedIn. That's very interesting. That's very useful in the future. Not right now, but in the future, maybe I can use it for a good way. And that's why I asked the guys. So, okay, just asking around. Don't worry about it. If you don't want it, if you don't have, that is just your decisions. And now I'd like to jump into the next question. Before I jump into the next question, just like to answer myself and my point of view. What do you most use it for? In my opinion, to be honest, in my case, I use my smartphone the majority of time to see LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. And of course, during my weekdays, I use it WhatsApp and another app that my company provide me to make contact with, to make touch with each other colleagues as well. But the majority of time, I'm gonna use it for my Facebook, my LinkedIn, and my YouTube channel. That is exactly why I'm using this like just technology. Okay, now the next question is it a nuisance if people use mobile in public places such as train and buses? Do you know what it means, nuisance? Nuisance, do you know?
Uh, about y'all, uh, you say for me, sorry. Hi.
Okay. Uh, could you answer the next question, number four? Is it a nuisance of if people use mobile in public places, like such as train and buses?
Yeah, the people using the mobiles in public search train and buses every day, every second.
But do you get, let me ask you here, the question is about nuisance. Nuisance is something like I just typed it to you on our chat here. Which means this word, what this word means. It's something like incómodos, which means these people doing that, it would be like a bad thing for you. You don't like it, or people have some things sees that attitude in a negative way because people sometimes
Ah,
just sit close to you on the train, on the bus, on the subway, and they
I
sit
don't,
in.
I don't important for this.
Okay,
Uh,
okay, you don't. How can I say? You don't be incommode. You don't get
yeah,
nervous.
yeah, yeah. It's
Okay,
common.
and how about you, Rajesh? Is it a nuisance if people mobiles use their mobile phones close to you in a public place like train and they start to speaking out loud? For instance, I'm here and I'm talking about, oh no, I'm just talking about here with some things with my friends, and you are sitting behind me or beside me on the train station on the bus. Do you get some uncomfortable with this situation
Yeah,
when people start
yeah.
using?
So of course, it's a very uncomfortable things. Sometimes we hear this noise in our train, bus, or the passing area. Sometimes we hear there's hello, hello. I'm hearing. I'm not hearing. Speak loudly. Speak loudly. Uh, Due to some of the network issues, sometimes on sender and receiver, a sender throwing a message, but the receiver cannot hear properly. It's a normal issues, but sometimes in the public area, and of course sometimes it's the very problematic issues. Whenever you find any hospitals, any emergency areas, sometimes we're speaking loudly. Hello, I'm just I'm trying to reach you, but sometimes they're just going to excited, and then they think that if I speak loudly, then he or she could hear loudly. But sometimes they don't understand uh, due to the network issues. It happens can be. So if I speak loudly, that not means the receiver could hear properly. But it's the phenomenon issues. Person just think that if I speak loudly, receiver could understand very easily. Yes, but it's a problematic. It's too much nuance. Sometimes, whenever you see the train bus, and of course, there are very important places, school, college area, and sometimes I feel that I go to a public library. Uh, some people suddenly receive the call and speak loudly, but a library is always the silent area. Nobody allow the phone, nobody can allow the call receive. If I want to receive, just to go to the outside uh, the area, and they have to receive it. But sometimes
Yeah.
the people don't understand how to use phone in library. That they're just disturbing. That's it.
Yeah, honestly, let me share with you here that honestly, this word is new to me. I didn't heard any time before that word, which is nuisance, which means nuisance is something that gets you incommode, gets you unused to do it, something. It's like something negative, you know. And I never heard that word before, and so I learned a new word today as well. That's very important. That's why we're here to learn new words. And
Now, the synonymous ones, irritation is
irritation, that's it. That's it. Irritation. Better. That's right. But that is our main point here to discover the words. And I did.
and
I just
yeah,
discovered the word.
rate, you can say that rate, rate.
At rate.
Irritation is
Yeah.
common one. And irritation is the common word, very common word. Some people see easily can use this word irritation. Don't irritation.
Yeah, it's something like, do you get irritated? Do you get irritated yourself when someone just came to you and starting speaking out loud on their mobile phones? And what do you think about? I should say, but now I got to use. Is it a nuisance if people? Is it a nuisance if people use mobile in public place such as trains and buses? That's very more. I believe that is more professional way to say, is more serious way to say, not so I should say it's more, no, it's not more formal, it's more formal, it's a formal way to say. And that's it, guys. We made our English speaking session for today. I'd like to finish here this English meeting because we are 17 minutes past to noon here, to midday, and I must to finish here right now because my time is over. But I'd like to say, in a truly way, thank you so much, Rajesh and Raphael, to be here with us at this English speaking session. It was, as always, a pleasure to have you here. And I would like to say that we learned so many words together today. We improved so many our English speaking skills. We make our brains think in English. That is the key to succeed. And again, I'm so glad that you are here with us today, Rajesh. Again, that's very important. And for everyone who are watching us here from the YouTube channel, I'd like to say thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. And Rajesh, would you like to say anything before we finish?
Alex, I want to say you, I do feel so glad. I do feel so glad every Saturday or Sunday whenever you arrange a practice session with us. And then I feel so glad when I spend my on and half hours, 70, 80 or 90 minutes with you and some of our friends, Alice, Magdalena. And then I feel so some is very good. But whenever I can join with you, then I feel so missed with you. Then I feel then I feel so bad and I missed you very much. I shall try to join. I shall try to join every Saturday and Sunday in a week. But if I cannot, in a moment, I cannot join with you. So please forgive me. And I'm sure that coming Saturday I could join with you, but coming Sunday I could not join because my cousin sister is marriage ceremony coming Sunday. So I could join the coming Saturday if I don't have any problem. But
Okay.
I'll try my level best to join with you because I told you that this practice session is so enjoyable for me, and I have learned a lot of things from this English practice session, and I do feel so good. That's it.
Nice. And thank you so much, Raphael, as well, to be here with us. It was a pleasure, man.
Thank you, thank you. I gonna to see. I gonna to see.
Yes, we're gonna see you each other again at the next weekend. If you have no problem, if you have no other things to do, I hope see you in the next English meeting, guys. And for you who are watching us here on the YouTube channel, thank you so much to follow us up to the end of this video, to watch up to the end, and don't forget to subscribe and to comment below what do you think and what we can do, what we can bring to do a better English session the next time. So thank you so much, and see you soon in the next English meeting.